Good evening, everyone. Can you all hear me? Please respond if you guys can hear me properly. Am I audible to all of you? Those who all can hear me, please respond. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond. Yes. All right. Great. So let's start here. So today we'll be practicing some quant questions from the 2007 paper, XAT 2007. These are all memory-based questions. XAT has started giving the question paper from the year 2008. So before that, whatever the questions which we have collected at that point of time, we'll discuss those questions. All right. So let's start. For every questions, I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes. So you can also understand the pattern of the questions, as well as on several occasions, like I told you in XAT, the question has been repeated also. In one of the year, 10 questions from the quant has been repeated in XAT 2004. Okay. Now, so let's start here. So this is a set of 2 questions. So for these 2 questions, since it's a set of 2 questions, so I'm giving you all 3 minutes. All right, guys. So I'm going to start a timer after 1 minute. The timer I have, it's of 2 minutes. Okay. So I'll start the timer after 1 minute. So in total, I'm giving you all 3 minutes for the first question. So your time starts now. Please start, all of you. So I have started the timer now. 1 minute has already passed now. Another 2 minutes. What is remaining? Last 1 minute. Try, all of you. Last 25 seconds. Okay, time up. But since no one has responded, so I'm giving you guys 1 minute more, because it's a set of 2 questions. So I think at the max, you can spend around 4 minutes. So I'm giving you guys 1 more minute to try this. Anyone who have got the answer? Okay, time up. So let's start with the discussion. So it says a truck traveled down. Okay, let me move to the next slide here. It says a truck traveled from town A to town B over several days. Okay. During the first day, it covered 1 by P of the total distance, where P is a natural number. That's important. During the second day, it traveled 1 by Q of the remaining distance. Now, that is very important. 1 by Q of the remaining distance, where Q is nothing but natural number. During the third day, it traveled 1 by P of the distance remaining after the second day. And during the fourth day, 1 by Q of the distance remaining after the third day. And by the end of fourth day, the truck has traveled 3/4 of the distance between A and B. Now we have discussed in such type of the questions, the key is nothing but you should always work on fraction left. Okay, how much fraction is remaining? Yes or no? In the mixture and solutions, we have solved a lot of questions where it's a case of removal and replacement, or it's a simple case of a replacement. So we always work on fraction left here. So if I say it covered 1 by P of the total distance, so how much is the remaining distance? So we'll work on the remaining distance. So can you say remaining distance after the first day? It is nothing but that is going to be equal to 1 minus 1 by P. Yes or no? Let us assume the total distance in the beginning is equal to 1 unit, or you can even say, let's say D. The total distance in the beginning is equal to D. So how much fraction will be remaining at the end of 1 day? So one day, that is 1 minus 1 by P. Now next day I traveled 1 by Q of the remaining distance. So if I traveled 1 by Q, how much is the remaining? Kitna bacha? That is 1 minus 1 by Q. So this is the remaining distance after 2 days. Now third day again I traveled 1 by P of the remaining distance. So if I travel 1 by P, so how much is the remaining distance? That is 1 by P of the previous value. And similarly on fourth day I traveled 1 by Q. So how much is the remaining? That is 1 minus 1 by Q of the previous one. Okay. And this is the total distance remaining. And I traveled 3 by 4 of the total distance. So I traveled 3/4. So how much distance is remaining? Remaining distance is nothing but that is equal to 1 by 4 of the distance D. So now in any case, the distance D and D, it will get cancelled. You can easily see D and D, it will get cancelled. So what will I get here? That is 1 minus 1 by P whole square into 1, which is equal to 1 by 4. All right. Which is squaring, okay, taking a square root on both the side, 1 minus 1 by P into 1 minus 1 by Q. It is equal to nothing, but that will be comes out to be equal to 1 by 2 here. Okay, so 1 minus 1 by P into 1 minus 1 by Q, it will be equal to 2 here. All right. Now it is also given as that P and Q, both of them are natural number. That is very, very important. P and Q are both of them are natural number. So 1 minus 1 by P into 1 minus 1 by Q, that is equal to half. Okay. So to avoid any confusion, what I can do, I can write down this to P minus 1 by P into Q minus 1 by Q, which is equal to 1 by 2. Now, solve it. So this will be equal to twice this P minus 1 into Q minus 1. PQ minus P minus Q plus 1, which is equal to PQ. Further simplify it, and if I simplify it, it will be comes out to be equal to how much? I can say 2PQ minus PQ, that is equal to PQ minus P minus Q. Okay, just a minute. PQ minus 2P minus 2Q. So I will get here PQ minus 2P minus 2Q plus 2, it is equal to 0. From these two parts, you can say P is common. So P into Q minus 2, again you can take the common, and this will become to be Q minus 2. And that will be equal to, so this entire expression, it will be comes out to be P minus 2 minus 2. Okay, yes, that will be minus 2 into minus 2. I'm getting plus 4. So I need to, on right hand side, you need to write 2 here. So write down 2. This is equal to 2. And this is equal to 2. Let me point it how I have got 2 on the right hand side. Remember, when I have written Since this is the term q minus 2, so I need q minus 2. So when I take in minus 2 outside, so minus 2 into q is minus 2q, and minus 2 into minus 2 is plus 4. But here it is 2. So I've added 2. So you need to add 2 on the right hand side also. So p is an integer, q is an integer. So p minus 2 into q minus 2 is also an integer. So the question is basically in how many ways 2 can be written as a product of two factors here, or two natural number, because both p and q are natural numbers. So I can say that is 2 into 1, or maybe 1 into 2. So from here, you'll get, in the first case, I'll get p is equal to 4 and q is equal to 3. Or second case, I'll get p equal to 3. So the possible values of p is 4 and 3. Any doubts to anyone now? Nikita, Rohan, Avinash, and all those who are present here, please respond. Is that clear? So it's a good question, mixture of both number system as well as what? Time, speed, and distance. And the ratios also, fractions left here. So p equal to 4, q equal to 3. So going back to the questions here, the first one, what is the value of p plus q? So the p plus q, it is equal to nothing but 4 plus 3, which is 7. So the answer for the first question is option number 4, which is 7. And the second part, it says if the total distance is 100 kilometers, then the minimum distance that can be covered on day 1. So day 1, it can cover, now on day 1, it can cover how much? 100 into 1 by 3 or 104. Yes, Mihir, we have a decision making session at 9 o'clock. Okay, so 100 into 1 by 3 or 100 into 1 by 4. So 100, but I need to find out the minimum. So minimum is when I select P as 4. Okay, that will be comes out to be 25. And this will be 33.33. So the minimum distance which can be traveled on day 1 if P is equal to 4. And the answer in this case will be option 1. So now tell me guys, any doubts to anyone? Please respond. No? So can we move to the next question? So I'll rate this as a medium difficulty level. Set of 2 questions. So even you are spending 5 minutes, but I'm sure that in 5 minutes you can get the answers here. Chale aage? All of you? If there is a doubt, please ask me. No doubt. Okay, great. So let's move to the next question now. So now try question number 3. I'll give you 2 minutes. It's a single question, so 2 minutes. Last 1 minute is remaining. Last 6 seconds. Okay, time up. So let's see here. We'll discuss one by one. Now, option 4, Nikita is saying option 4, Rohan is saying option E. Okay, we'll say again option 4. Now, let's see what is it. Now, if you look at the options, so you can easily guess that you do not have to do a lot of counting. Yes or no? Because the options are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the easiest way, just looking at the options, you can say, okay, let's try with some numbers at random. And that way you can count here. Or, now, in this case, if you look at here, the question is for how many integers n upon 20 minus n is the square of integers. So we can do it by many ways. There are a lot of different methods here. So I'll say n upon 20 minus n. So n upon 20 minus n. It has to be a perfect square. So this is equal to k square. So I'll cross multiply going by the proper method, that is k square into 20 minus 20 or k square into n. So k square into 20 and then I can say minus k square into n. Alright. So now on the right hand side, k square into 20. So n is basically what? N is an integer. Okay. And it is equal to k square into 20 upon 1 plus k square. Now remember, k square is never divisible by 1 plus k square. Okay. Because k square, like 1 square, it is not divisible by 1 square plus 1, or 2 square will not be divisible by 2 square plus 2. It means that 1 plus k square is nothing but it is a factor of 20. Okay, factor of 20. So if I write down what are the possible factors of 20, so 1 plus k square, the possible factors of 20 is I can say 1 or maybe 2 or I can say 4, or there are not many factors, 4, or then after that 4 I can say 5 and 20. But I need a factor which is in the form of 1 plus k square. So from here, what are the possible values of k square? I can say 1 minus 1, which is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. Subtract 1. 4 minus 1 is 3. All right. And 5 minus 1 is 4. And 10 minus 1 is 9 and 90. But k square, it has to be a perfect square. So if it has to be a perfect square, we can eliminate 3 is not a perfect square and 19 is not a perfect square. So you can see there are 4 values of k square. So depending upon these 4 values, we'll get how many different answers? That is 4 answers here. Okay. So 4 different values are there. So the correct answer for this question is option 5, which Nikita had pointed correctly that the answer is option number 5. Even Rohan has also got it 5. The answer is 5. So k square can be 0. It is a square of an integer. Nowhere it has been mentioned it has to be positive or negative. It can be any integer. So k square is like this. It can be either equal to 0 or 1 or 4 or 9. So depending upon that, we'll get 4 different values of n. Any doubts to anyone, please respond, all of you. All right. So the other alternative method, in case there is a doubt, please keep pointing your doubt. Now, other way what I can do here is, it says n upon 20 minus n. Okay, you missed 0. Yes, it can be a square of 0 also, na? N equal to 0. 0 is also perfect square. Remember one thing. 0 is also perfect square. It's a square of 0. So n upon, I think a lot of you guys have missed out 0. Those who have got the answer as option number 4, isn't it? So n upon 20 minus n, it is equal to k square, and I can say it has to be nothing but greater than equal to 0. It means what? That n numerator should be greater than equal to 0, and here the 20 minus n, it is also greater than 0. So from here you will get the value that n is actually lying in the range 0 to, but it has to be less than 20. So I can say n has to be less than 20, or I can say less than equal to 19. So what about n upon minus n? That will be equal to 19 upon minus of minus 19, I can say. Okay, and greater than equal to n is equal to what? 0. Na? So 0 upon 20 minus 0. And n upon 20 minus n, that is k square. So it should lies in the range 19 to 0. So how many perfect squares are there between 0 to 19? 0, 1, 4, 10. And depending upon that, you can find out k as well as n. So the correct answer is definitely 4 values. You can go by any of the approach, or you can just start putting different values of n and you can start counting. So can we move to the next slide if it is clear to all of you? Question number 3. Clear? All right. So let's move to the next question. 4 and 5. Again, a set of 2 questions. So I'm giving you all 4 minutes. 2 questions है तो maximum 4 minutes. So your time starts now. I'll start the timer twice. Please start. Keep trying, all of you. Okay, 2 minutes has already passed. Another 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Last 40 seconds. Believe me, it's not a difficult question, guys. It's an easy one. All right, time up. So let's see. What does it say here? It is possible to arrange 8 of the 9 numbers. Okay, it says it is possible to arrange 8 of the 9 numbers. So out of these 9 numbers, 8 of the number arranged in these vacant cells here. Okay, because 4 of the cells are already filled here. So that the arithmetic average of the numbers in each row and each column is the same integer. Okay, so the average of each row and each column, they are integers here. Okay, let's say the average. If I say, let's say the average. So average of the first row is equal to x. Average of the second row is also x, and average of the third row is also x. And all these are nothing but they are integers. So if the average is an integer, what is the total of the first row? The total, the sum of all the four numbers in the first row, it will be equal to 4x. The sum of all the numbers in the second row, it is equal to 4x. 4x. So the total number, the 12 numbers, it is equal to 12x. Okay. So four numbers are given, and from the remaining nine, there is one more number. So let's see here. What is this total? I can say this total is equal to 12x. It is the sum of 12 different numbers. 12 number आएंगे इस स्क्वायर के अंदर सेल में. So four numbers are fixed, 1 plus 9 plus 14 plus 15. And there are remaining nine numbers. So plus 2, 3, 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 10 plus 11 plus 12 plus 30. And out of these, remember, these are nine numbers. These are nine numbers. Okay. And these are four. But we have only 12 numbers. So let's say one of the number which is missing is equal to k. So I can subtract that value k. And this is the missing number which we need to identify. So if you look at the questions here, the question is the arithmetic averages. That is what I need to find out. That is the value of x. And which one of the nine number must be left out. So there is a one number which has been left out, that I need to identify that number also. And I assume, let's say the number out of these nine numbers, one numbers which I'm not selecting is that number is equal to k. Now add all of them. So this will be, comes out to be 12x is equal to 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 14 plus 15, 15 plus 15 is 30, 30 plus 10 is equal to 40. So this is equal to 39. And plus, so simply you can add all of them. 2 plus 3, 5 plus 4, 10 plus 5, 14 plus 7, 21 plus 10, 31, 31 plus 10, it is equal to 41 plus 10, 51 plus 10, 61, and 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 67. So 39 plus 67 plus k. So this is coming out to be 12x, which is equal to nothing, but it is basically equal to how much? 106, not plus k, but minus k. So 106 minus k. So 12x is equal to 106 minus k. So this x is equal to 12 8s are 96. Because if left hand side is a multiple of 12, so right hand side भी 12 का multiple होना चाहिए. So I can write down right hand side as 12 into 8. And 12 into 8 is 96. Okay. So 12 into 8 is equal to 96. So plus 10 minus k. So what should be the value? If left hand side is a multiple of 12, right hand side should be also a multiple of 12. So this 10 minus k should be equal to 0. So if 10 minus k, if it is equal to 0, this implies k is equal to 10. Just see here whether k equal to 10 is available with us. Yes, ye 10 tha na? You can see here. So this 10 here. So this is the number which will not be a part of this cell. If I remove this 10, then it will satisfy here. And if k is equal to 10, what is the value of x? So from here I can say 12x, it is equal to 12 into 8. As 10 minus k is 0, so x is equal to 8. X is 8 and k is equal to 10. So we all can say x is equal to 8 and k is equal to 10. So if I go back to the previous slide, the arithmetic average is 8. Okay. And which is the number must be left out? Option 4, which is 10. So the answer is 8 and 10. Any doubts to anyone? A very interesting question. Can we move to the next slide? You must have solved such type of question in the DI section, isn't it? Or even in the quant also, in sequence and series. So can we move to the next slide? Please tell me, all of you, if it is clear to everyone. Nikita, Avinash, Rohan, Ketan, Mihir. All right, guys. So let's move to next question now. Sixth. Okay. I'm giving you 2 minutes for this question. So please start, all of you. Question number 6. Okay, sir. Get the noise. Last 40 seconds. Okay. All right. So let's see. Rohan is saying option 3, which is equal to 45. Rohan, whether you have tried to solve it with the help of the options, option से try किया था or something else? Now, Ketan is also saying option number 3. Okay. Let's see. ABC is a triangle. So I'll say ABC is a triangle here. So let me mark. This is A, B, and C. It's a triangle. That's right. Correct answer C. With angle CAB, it is equal to 15 degrees. So angle CAB is 15 degree and angle ABC is 230. Okay. So angle ABC is equal to 30 degrees. So what is angle ACB? Angle ACB is nothing but that is equal to 135 degree. Okay, 135. If M is the midpoint of AB, so M is the midpoint of AB, so I'll mark here M is the midpoint of AB. All right. So M is the midpoint of AB. So I can say this angle is 135 degrees. So if it is a midpoint of the AB, so I can write down, let's say this length is X and this length is equal to X here. Okay. Then angle ACM. So now I need to find out what is the measurement of angle ACM. Okay. This is the angle which we are supposed to identify. What is angle ACM? So this is X, and I need to find out. Maybe one of the way is that you can solve with the help of the options. Yes or no? एक तरीका वो तो है ही. All right. Now, or if you observe here, one thing which is important here, if I take the triangle ACB, okay, triangle ACB. In triangle ACB, if I apply theorem, and which theorem I am talking about, that is a sine rule. So I'll say AC on sine 30. Okay, AC which is upon sine 30, which is equal to 2x upon sine 125. AC is equal to nothing but 2x into sine 30 upon sine 135. All right. So I can say AC, which is equal to 2x into sine 30, it is equal to half, and sine 135, it is equal to what? Sine 90 plus 45. Sine 90 plus 45 is equal to cos 45, and cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay. So I'll get that AC equal to x root 2. So I can say AC is equal to x root 2 here. Okay. So let's say the length of AC is equal to x root 2. Okay. Now, so if it is equal to x root 2, we do not know what is this angle. Okay, I have no idea. Let's say this angle is equal to theta. All right, and then there is another angle here, let's say equal to alpha. But we know that theta plus alpha is like this one here. But if I apply the sine rule in this triangle, let's say if I select the triangle ACM, so maybe sine theta upon x root 2 is equal to sine alpha, and you can work with where I need to find out what angle ACM. Okay, and then you can work with the help of the options by substituting the values from the options. Okay. Now, if you look at here, since whenever you see the median, the one theorem which should strike in your mind, that is Apollonius theorem. So if I apply Apollonius theorem, okay, if I apply Apollonius theorem in the triangle ACB, so if I apply the Apollonius theorem in the triangle ACB, what will happen in that case? Root 2 whole square plus so x root 2 whole square plus cb whole square, and that is equal to twice of x square plus cm square. So in any case, you can see that will be comes out to be 2x square plus cb square. It is equal to 2x square. So 2x square will get cancelled, and you will get the c is equal to c root 2. Okay. Is equal to cm root 2. So if I say, let's say cm is equal to y, for example, then cb is equal to nothing, that is root 2. Okay. And now again, if you select the triangle MCB, you can select any triangle, it doesn't matter. If you select the triangle MCB and if you apply sine rule in that triangle, so I'll say this is equal to y root 2 upon sine of, let's say this is beta. Y root 2, that is sine beta, which is equal to y upon sine. Okay, y and y will get cancelled, and you can see there is only one of the angle is there. So from here, y and y will get cancelled. So I'll get that is sine beta. It is equal to nothing root 2 into sine 30. Okay, and root 2 into half sine 30 is equal to half, which is equal to 1 by root 2. Okay, 1 by root 2. So if sine beta, it is equal to ACM. So if this is equal to 1 by root 2, so we know that this value, it should be equal to how much? Okay. अच्छा, option 3 बोला था ना? नहीं, गलत है option 3. So root 2 by 2 is equal to 1 by root 2. So sine beta is equal to 1 by root 2. So it means, that means beta is equal to 45 degree. Then we can say what is the value of alpha. So once we get that beta, it is equal to 45 degree. Then alpha, it is equal to nothing but that must be equal to 30 degree. And theta, sometimes they can ask you theta also. So theta, it will be comes out to be what? 180 minus 45, which is also equal to 135 degree here. No. So that is the answer. So the correct answer should be option number 2, which is 30 degree. Any doubts to anyone? A difficult question. Somehow I thought ki Rohan and Ketan both of them got it right, and I was thinking from last even solving, how did you all have got the answer so quickly? But that was a wrong answer. The answer is option 2, 30 degree. Is that clear? Now, if you look at, now if you ask me, sir, is this a new question? Is it what that they have asked for the first time? No. I have been discussing this question since 2004. पहली बार ये क्वेश्चन मैंने 2004 में डिस्कस किया था. And if you guys refer to my class lectures, triangle का 8th lecture, triangles का 8th lecture and question number 15, उसमें ये क्वेश्चन किया हुआ है. Similar question. In that case, this angle and this angle was given, and this point was also midpoint, and you need to find out. So we had applied the same thing. First sine rule, then Apollonius. But here was options were given, so you could have used the options also. Try karke hit and trial, you could have done that. But anyway, is that clear? So I'll say go back, refer triangle lecture 8, question number 15. We have done this similar kind of the question. Okay, option से क्या कर सकते थे Avinash? Probably you could have done. But in any case, options means we need to find out the relationship between the side. Like we have got this one, that is x root. All right. So once I get that AC is equal to x root 2, so we can again sine rule तो फिर भी लगाना ही पड़ेगा. Like you can have said, okay, x root 2 upon sine theta is equal to x upon sine alpha. And we know that this value, it will be comes out to be equal to what? That will be equal to root 2. It is equal to nothing but that is sine alpha by sine theta. And in the options, the value of alpha is given, isn't it? This is what here alpha is given the option. And we know alpha plus theta is to nothing but how much? 180 minus 15. 180 minus 15, that is equal to 165. then you can have directly from the options you could have tried, okay, alpha equal to 15 लेते हैं, so let's see whether this ratio is coming out to be root 2 or not, like that way. Is that clear now? If you take alpha equal to 30 and theta is equal to 135, then you'll get the answer. But yes, it's a difficult question, I'll say. And if you guys are not able to solve it, do not worry. I remember I discussing this question way back in 2004 in SDA, Safdarjung Development Area, Delhi, with the IITians, IIT Delhi students. Not a single person was able to solve this question in 2004. So that's a difficult question to be left out completely. Is that clear? Can we move to the next slide? Please respond now. So it's a mixture of sine rule, Apollonius theorem, and this. Chale aage, guys. Okay. Let's move to question number 7 and 8. A set of 2 questions. So maximum I'm going to give you approximately 4 minutes. So please start. Your time starts now. Keep trying, all of you. This was doable. This is doable. I'm sure that you all can get the answers. Another 2 minutes. Last 40 seconds. Okay, let's see here. Time up. A standard question on the functions. It says let f be a function defined on the set of the integers. Okay, so this is function which is defined on the set of integers. Assume that f satisfies. And I need to find out f3 and f7. Okay, I'm solving it on the next slide. So f0 is not equal to 0, f1 is equal to 3. So it says f0 is not equal to 0, f1 is equal to 3. So in this case here, what I'll do here, first of all, I'll put in the x equal to 0 and y equal to 0. Okay, put x equal to 0 as well as y equal to 0. We have discussed so many times that it's always advisable to express whenever there are two variable function by substituting one of the variable equal to 0, try to make that it is in one variable. So I'll say this will be equal to f0 into f0. All right, is equal to 0 plus 0, f0 plus 0, that is equal to f0. Okay, plus f0. So from here I am getting that is f0 whole square. It is equal to twice of f0. And as we know that f0 can't be equal to 0, so we can cancel that, or I can write down algebraic way f0 whole square minus twice of f0 is equal to 0. f0 is common, so f0 is equal to common, and then I can say that is equal to f0, all right, minus 2, it is equal to 0. But this term f0 can't be equal to 0, so it means f0 minus 2, it should be equal to 0. So from here I got f0 is equal to 2. We can say that the value of f0 is nothing but that is equal to 2. All right, so this is what we have got, that f0 equal to 2. Now let's see here. We need to identify, it is also given as that f1 is equal to 3. Okay, so f1 is equal to nothing but that is also given as 3. So let's see here. Okay, Rohan is saying f3 is equal to 18. Yes, that's right, definitely that's correct answer, Rohan. f3 is definitely equal to 18, and all of you are getting here. Okay, for all integers, so f0 is equal to nothing but that will be comes out to be equal to 2. Okay, now from here I can substitute, okay, 1 and 1. So what will I get here? That is f of x is equal to 1 into fy, that is equal to 1. So f1 into f1, that is equal to nothing but that is f2, 1 plus. Okay, so in that case, what is this value is coming out to be equal to? So from here you can see that f1 into f1, we have, do we have any idea what is f1? F1 calculate, yes, that is 3. So I can say that is 3 into 3, which is equal to f2, and f2 plus f0, which is equal to 2. So from here you'll get that the value of f2, it is equal to 7. So we have got the idea that f2 is equal to 7. We need to calculate f3. So again, put x, we can take anything, or x equal to 2 and y. Okay, that will be comes out to be equal to how much? That will be equal to f3. So that will be equal to f3, f3, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So plus f1. So we know what is f2. So f2 is equal to what? 7. And f1 is equal to how much? We have calculated that f1 is equal to 3. And that is equal to f3 plus 3. Here it is equal to 18. So any doubt? So it was an easy one. f3 is definitely equal to 18. So correct answer for this first one, f3 is equal to 18. Is that part clear to all of you? Now we need to calculate f7. So for f7, you know that f7, so basically it's a combination of 3 and 4. So I can say f of, or it can be a combination of what? Yes, 3 and 4, or we can say 6 or 1, 5 and 2, and can we say 3 and 3? No. So in any case, we can find out here f of, you can make the combination as per you, which f3 into f4. f3 plus 4 or f4 plus 3, that is equal to f7, and plus f1. But we know the value of f3, we know the value of f1, but we have no idea about f4. So to find f4, I'll say put x equal to 2 and y is also equal to 2. So when x is 2, y is 2, f2 into f2. And f2 into f2, it is equal to f2 plus 2, that is f4. And we have calculated f2. F2 was how much? 7. So that is equal to 7 into 7, which is equal to F4. What is the value of F0? F0 we have calculated, that is equal to 2. So that is equal to 2. So from here we have got F4, it is equal to 47. Okay, F4 is equal to 47. Once we have got F4 is equal to 47, substitute it here. F3, F3 is equal to 18. 18 into 47, which is F7, and plus F1. And F1 we have calculated, that was equal to how much? Let me check on the next slide. F1 is equal to 3. Substitute here 3. So if you solve this, you'll get the value of F7, which will be equal to 843. So that is 843. So this question was doable. In 4 minutes, you could have done both the question. This is not a difficult one. Any doubts to anyone now? Ayush, Rohan, Ketan, Nikita, Vinas, everyone? Straightforward, but yes, doable. Chale aage, guys. If it is clear to all of you. All right. So let's move to the next slide then. Let's move to question number 9. Okay, try this, all of you. Question number 9. Your time starts now. Very interesting question. Okay, time up. Let's see. It says 8 cities A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. So 8 cities A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H are connected with 6 roads, and all these roads are one-way roads. There are 6 roads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the following manner. So R1 leads from A to C via B. So let me draw the roads here. Okay. So we are moving from A to C to B. So this is road 1, where C is the intersection point. So this is one road here, ACB. So road 1 is nothing but this is ACB. Okay. I'll use different color marker here. So this is A to C, A to C, and C to B. This is one road. All right. Now, option number 4. You are saying 2. Nikita is saying option. Avinash is saying option number 4. Okay. Which two roads? Can you tell me the roads also? The minimum number of road segments that have to be blocked. Which two roads you are going to block to get the answer as option number 4? Avinash, Nikita, Rohan, tell me that also. So ACB. Now R2, so there is a road R2 also. R2 leads from C to D. So R2 is a C to D and then via B to F. So C to D and then D to B and then B to F. So I'm representing here the blue one. Okay, DB and GC. No, it is talking about two, the minimum number of road segments that have to be blocked. Okay, we'll see that. So that is from here. So D to B and B to F. So this is another road here. So blue one, it is all one of the road. Now R3 leads from D to A. So the R3. So it is talking about the road 3. So let me start with the road 3. So road 3 A. Okay. So D to A and then via E to H. So via E to A. Okay, this is the one road. This red one. R4 leads from F to B via G. Okay. So R4, the road R4 from F to B via G. So F to G and then G to B. Okay, this is the purple one. This is the road 4. And the road 5, it says road 5, it leads from G to D. So from G to D, that is the road 5. So I can say this navy blue color, that is from G to D, that is road 5. And the last road, that is equal to road number 6. So let me mark the road 6 from F to H. So where is F to H? Okay. So these are the 6 road here. The question is the minimum number of road segments. I need to remove the minimum number of road segments. Just a minute, guys. Okay. So minimum number of segments that have to be blocked in order to make all the traffic from B to D. So B to D, there shouldn't be any traffic at all. So how many road segments I need to remove? So Rohan is saying that if I remove the road from D to B, okay, if I'm removed from D to B, all right, and G to D also. So if I remove from D to B and G to D, so the question is here, the minimum number of road segments that have to be blocked in order to make all the traffic from B to D impossible. So I need to move all the road from B to D is impossible. So is it possible from B to D? Yes, I think that is possible. 2 होगा. R1 is from A to C. Okay, yeah, okay, ये मैंने गलत बना दिया. R1 is from, so it means I need to draw all the diagram again. Just a minute. Let me draw it quickly. A to C via B. Okay, I've drawn it wrongly. A to C via B. Okay, this is road 1. Give me 2 minutes. R2 leads from C to D and then via C to D, D to B, and then B to F. Okay, that is the second road. All right. The third road. The third road is from D to A, D to, and then via E to H. Via E to H. That is the third road. Then the fourth road, we can say R4 leads from F to B. F to B via G. F to B via G. Okay. So F to B via G. This is a one-way road. Okay. All the roads are one way. Just you need to keep that thing in mind. Okay. I'm writing down the direction also, so that there shouldn't be any confusion in the beginning. R2 is from C to D and then via B to F, like this way. All right. And A to B to C. All right. So 4 roads. Fifth road from is G to D. So fifth road is from G to D. So if fifth road is from G to D, so fifth from G. And sixth road is from F to H. The sixth road is from F to H. Okay. Sixth road is from F to H. F to H. Okay. The question is the minimum number of road segments that have to be blocked in order to make all traffic. Okay. To make all traffic from B to D is impossible. Okay, all the traffics from B to D is impossible. So I need to remove one of the road from G to B. Yes or no? Okay. So DB, I can remove this road DB, and the other one is which road I should remove. That is the minimum such that all traffic from B to D is impossible. B to D. Is there any other traffic from B to D? Yes, B to C via D. Na? So BG and BD. If I remove BG, yes. If I remove these two segments, that is the road BG and BD. So can I travel from B to D now? G to D. G to D is there. Okay. The minimum number of roads that have to be blocked in order to make all traffic from B to D is impossible. So BG and GD. Now remember that since I can't move from GD, okay, just a minute. So answer is definitely 2. If I remove from G to D also, remove this traffic also now, BG, G to D and B to D. So I think we can block all the traffic between B to D. Yes or no? Yes. From B to D, we can go by B, C, D also. Yes, B, C, D also. But if I remove the BD, Nikita, if I remove the BD, so even if I can go from B to C, C to D, okay, तो नहीं होगा ना? No need to remove GB. There is no need to remove GP. That's right. There is no need to remove the GP. Probably if I remove the road BD and here, from B to D, I need to travel. ये भी थोड़ा गलत बना दिया मैंने, but yes, 2 roads हो जाएगा. I need to travel from to make all traffic from B to D. I should not be able to travel from B to D. So I think if I remove these two, probably CD and this one, then also it is possible. Yes, that is what I'm saying, C and D, because I need to travel from B to D. So if I remove the road G to D and C to D, in that case, I can never move from B to D. Is that clear now? Any doubts to anyone? So the answer is option number 4, which is you just need to remove 2 road segments. Can we move to the next question now? Tell me, all of you. CD and GD. Yes, CD and GD remove that. That's right. Because it's a one way. Yeah, that is the catch here. It's these roads are one way. Now let's move to question number 10. Try this. A very, very interesting question. Last 1 minute. Last 20 seconds. Okay, let's see here. Now, we define a function f on the integers. Fx equal to x by 10 if x is divisible by 10. Okay. So it is equal to x by 10 if it is divisible by 10. And fx is equal to x plus 1 if x is not a divisor of 10. So I can say there is a function like this one, f of x equal to x by 10 if x is a multiple of 10. Okay, multiple of 10. And it is equal to x plus 1 if x is not a multiple of 10. Now it says a is 4 and an plus f of an. What is the smallest n such that an is equal to 2? So an is equal to 2. So we know the value of a0. So what is a1? So a0 plus 1, it is equal to f of a0. Okay, and f of a0, that is equal to f of 1994. And 1994 is not a multiple of 10. So this is equal to f of 1994 is equal to x plus 1, which is 1995. Which basically means that the value of a1, it is equal to 1995. Similarly, a2. A2 is equal to what? A2 will be equal to f of a1, which is equal to f of 1995. So each and every term is equal to nothing but the function of previous term. If you look at it here, each and every is the function of the previous term. So A2 is the function of the previous term. So f of 1995, and since 1995 is not a multiple of 10, so the answer is 1995 plus 1 is f of previous is equal to 98. Then A5 8 and A5, it is equal to f of 1999, which is equal to 2000. All right, which is equal to 2000. So we can say f 1999 is equal to 2000. Now A6 is equal to f of 2000. But 2000 is a multiple of 10. And whenever it is a multiple of 10, then my function is x by 10. Okay. So this will be equal to 2000 by 10, which is equal to 200. Okay. So what is A7? A7 is equal to f of 200. So f of 200, that is 200 by 10, which is equal to 20. All right. A8 equal to nothing is f of 20, and f of 20 is equal to what? That is 20 by 10, because 20 is a multiple of 10. That will be equal to 2. So the smallest value of n is 8. A8 is equal to 2. So the correct answer here is what? A never equals to 2. Okay. The question is, what is the smallest n such that? Okay. कहीं कुछ option 1. Did I miss out hint? Just a minute. A6 is equal to, okay, yes. I think I missed out one of these steps somewhere. A1 is 1995, A2 is 1996, A3 is 1997, A4 is 1998, A5 is 1990. Okay, I have written A4 twice. Okay, no issues. So A4, you can just change it now. A4 is 1998, A is 1999, A6 is equal to 2000. So A7 is 200, A8 is 20, and A9 is equal to 2. Yes, that's right. So correct answer is option number 1. After A4, I have written twice. So is that clear to all of you? Any doubt? All right. So we'll stop here and we'll do the remaining 20, 1999. Yes, I have done that. So we'll stop here and we'll do the remaining 20 questions tomorrow. आज 10 किए, कल 20 क्वेश्चन करेंगे. Because right now I have another class at 9 o'clock. Tomorrow I don't have any classes at 9 p.m. So we'll continue. We'll discuss all the remaining 20 questions. Okay. All right. I've seen that not all of you have registered for the decision making classes. Just register so that I can approve it quickly. All right. Whether you all have got the registration link in your mail for the DM session. Yes, सबके पास गया है ना registration. Those who have enrolled for a DM session. चलो. No, Chetan, DM class will not happen here. It is only for the enrolled students and that is on our website only. Okay, guys, so chalo. Good night to rest of you. And rest of you see you at 9 o'clock after 45 minutes. Good evening, everyone. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond if you guys can hear me. Yes or no? If you all can hear me, please respond. Am I audible to all of you? Please respond if you guys. Yes. All right, guys. So today's session is going to be a lengthy one of around 2 hours approximately. All right. I was slightly late here. So let's start here. So in the first session, we have discussed around 10 questions yesterday. Okay, and I'll discuss the remaining questions today itself. Around 19 to 20 questions are there, which we'll be doing today. So let's start quickly here. So these were the questions which we have discussed yesterday till question number, that is, I think, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. So let's start with question number 11 now. All right. So this is the question number 11 in front of you based on cubic equation. So I'm going to give you all the 2 minutes. So your time starts now. So please start. Try, all of you. Last 1 minute is remaining. Okay. Nikita is saying option 2. We'll check that. It is saying that this equation has three distinct truths. Last 25 seconds. Okay. Last 8 seconds. Okay, time up. Let's start here. It says if this polynomial has three distinct roots, then which of the following is the possible value? Now, this polynomial has three distinct roots, so I can say, let's say this to x cube, okay, plus I can say 0 into x square plus px plus q equal to 0. So, what is the sum of the roots? If the three roots are a, b, and so if the three roots are a, b, and that sum of the root is equal to minus b by a, which is basically 0. Okay. Now, sum of the roots taking 2 at a time, AB plus BC plus CA. And that is equal to minus B by A, then C by A, which is equal to P. And remember, we need to find out the possible values of P. That is important here. So, AB plus BC plus CA is nothing but that is equal to P. And then the third case, the product of the root. The product of the roots, that is equal to nothing, but that is minus B by A, C by A, minus D by A, which is minus Q. Now, from these two equations, if I take a square of the first equation, which means what? That is a square, b square plus c square plus twice of ab, twice of ca. Now, a square, b square, c square. So, a square plus b square plus c square, that is equal to what? I can say that is equal to minus twice of ab plus bc plus c. And now a square plus b square plus c square. Now these are three distinct number. All the roots are distinct. If all these roots are distinct, can I say that the sum of these squares, it must be greater than equal to 0? Yes or no? The sum of the three perfect square, it must be nothing but it has to be greater than 0. Or can it be equal to 0? No, because it can be equal to 0 only if a equal to b equal to c. But if all the three terms are 0, like a is 0, b is 0, c is 0, then only this entire expression can be equal to 0. But it says that all the roots are distinct. So definitely we can't put equal to sign. So we can say that this expression is always nothing but greater than 0, which means minus 2p, it has greater than 0, which means p is nothing but less than 0 here. And if p is less than 0, so p should be always negative. So from the given option, the question is asking which of the following is the possible value of p. Out of the 5 options, there is only one value which is negative. So the answer is nothing but option number 1, which is equal to minus 1. So the correct answer for this question is minus 1. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond, all of you. No? Can we move to the next question? Damini, Garima, Nikita, Samrat, all of you. Should we move to the next slide? All right. So let's move to the next question then. Question number 12. Now try this. Again, I'm going to give you approximately 2 minutes for this. And your time starts now. It's an easy question. And guys, please share all the link of this live session with all of your friends who are preparing for that. Okay. So time up, and Avinash is saying what? 2, 3. Means you're saying option number 2, which is equal to 3. Perfect. That's the correct answer. It's a simple question based on ratio, proportion, and variation. In a certain factory, each day, the expected number of accident is related to the number of overtime hours by a linear equation. So we know that our linear equation is always in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Yes or no? Okay. And it says the expected number of accidents. So what does y represent? Y represents nothing but that is the number of accident. Okay. What is the x here? X is nothing but that means related to the number of overtime hours. So x is nothing but that the number of overtime hours. Okay, overtime hours. And m and c are nothing but they are constant. So you must have studied like fixed, constant. Okay, that some part is varying, partly varying linearly, and some part is constant here. So it is based on that particular concept here. Now it says, suppose that on one day there are 1000 overtime hours logged and 8 accidents were reported. So I can say is equal to 1000 m plus c. And on another day there were 400 overtime hours. So I can say that is equal to means 400 m plus c. And there were only 5 accidents. What are the expected number of accidents when no overtime hours are logged? Okay, so we need to find out what is the expected number of accidents when the overtime hour is 0. So that means I need to find out 0 into m plus c. So which means that is basically in that case y is equal to c. So we need to find out this value. So instead of finding m and c, can we directly find out the value of c? Because if there were no overtime hours, in that case the value of x is 0. So if x is 0, y is always equal to c, and we need to find out c. So we need to find out the constant term c, so we can solve these two equations. I can multiply the second equation by 2.5. Okay, 2.5. So first equation is still 8, which is equal to 1000 m plus, and 5 into 2.5, that will be 5, which is equal to 400 into 2.5, that is equal to 1000 m 0.5c. Now take a difference between these two equations, which means 4.5c, it is equal to, sorry, 4.5 only, it is equal to 1.5c. So value of c is equal to 3. So the correct answer for this question is option number 2, which is 3. So this was a easy, doable tha, not involving some any hi-fi concept here. Any doubts to anyone now? So can we move to the next slide? If this is clear to all of you. Okay. Try question number 30. 1, 3. Your time starts now. Okay, so time up. A difficult question here. Do you guys need more time or should we start with the discussion? If nothing strikes in your mind, then it's better to start with the discussion. Okay. So it says ABCD is a rectangle. All right. So I can say that ABCD is basically nothing but it is a rectangle. So there is a rectangle ABCD. Okay. This is A, B, C, and D. Okay. The points P and Q lies on AD and AB respectively. So the point P, it lies on here. So point P is here and point Q is here. So point P and Q lies on AD and AB respectively. If the triangle PAQ, so there is a triangle PAQ, so let me draw the triangle PAQ. So there is a one triangle which is PAQ. Okay. QBC. So another one is QBC. Okay, second triangle. And PCD. And all these triangles have the same areas and the length of, then find the length of AQ here. Okay. So if I say, let's say the length of AB or CD is equal to L and width is of this rectangle is W. So the length AQ, it will be comes out to be equal to what? L minus 2. All right. That is nothing but that is equal to L minus 2 here. Okay. If I assume the length of PD, it is equal to K. So length of AP, it is nothing but that is going to be equal to W minus K. That is width minus K. And we know only one thing which is given here, that the area of the three triangles are same. Okay. There are three triangles and the area of these three triangles are same. So basically we need to equate these areas and we need to find L. Okay. So we need to find out the values of L here. That is again important. So area of all these shaded part, three triangles, they have got the same area. Okay. So I can say the area of all the triangles they are same. So let's say area of the triangle APQ. So I'm writing area of the triangle, area of the triangle, which is to area of the triangle, three same area. So APQ is equal to what? Half base into height. So half of L minus 2 to minus, all right, is equal to area of QBC, that is equal to half into base into height, that is 2 into W. So half into 2 into W. And we can say the area of PDC, that is equal to half of KL. So this is what we have got it here. Okay. Now, in any case, half and half and half will get cancelled. So I can simply, I'm going to erase. Half will get cancelled, half will get cancelled, and here half will get cancelled. So we have got this equation, that L minus 2 into W minus K is equal to twice of W into KL. Now, from these, I equal to K is equal to nothing, twice of width upon length here. Okay, twice of width upon length. Now substitute this in those two equations. So I can say that is L minus 2 into W minus K is equal to what? K in terms of W, that is equal to 2W by L. And that is equal to W. So you can easily see that the W will get cancelled here. Okay, W will get cancelled. So what will I get here? I'll get basically this is L minus 2 and into L minus 2. Okay, L minus 2 into L minus 2, and that will be equal to 2L. So this is my equation. W will get cancelled. Let's try to solve this equation. So L minus 2 into L minus 2, I can say that will be equal to what? That is equal to L square or L minus 2 whole square. So L square plus 4 minus 4L, which is, or from here I can say L square minus 6L plus 4, it is to nothing but that is equal to 0 here. Okay, that will be equal to 0 in that case. And we need to find out L minus 2. So in any case, now it's a quadratic equation. So it's a quadratic equation. So we can say what are the roots of this equation? L is equal to nothing but minus B, which is equal to 6, plus minus root of B square, that is equal to 36, minus 4 AC. So minus 4 into 4, minus 4 into 4, that will be comes out to be minus 16. upon 2a, that is 6. So L is equal to 6 plus minus root 20. Root 20 is equal to what? That is equal to 252. All right. So which means that is equal to 3 plus 2 root 5. So this is the value of L, and I need to find out L minus 2. So that will be equal to 3 plus minus 2 root minus 2. So that is equal to 1 plus minus 2 root 5. So the correct answer is 1 plus 2 root. I think it will be not 2 root 5. It will be only 3 plus root 5. So 3 plus root 5. So my answer is 1 plus minus root 5. 1 plus root 5 or 1 minus. But 1 minus root 5 is then the side of the rectangle, it can't be less than 0. So we can neglect that. 1 minus root 5 is less than 0 is not possible. So the only value is that is 1 plus root 5. So the answer is option 1, 1 plus root 5. So I'll say difficult question. Like, you know the method. Maybe some of you might start solving it, but then you in the middle you might got stuck to some question. हो सकता है कि स्टार्ट करे फिर बीच में लगे कि नहीं कैलकुलेशन ज्यादा है, सो ट्राई करोगे कि इसे छोड़ने का. But yes, if you just follow the correct approach, you'll get the answers. Any doubts to anyone now in question number 13? So can we move to the next question now? Yes, definitely it's better to skip the question. I'll prefer skipping this question. That's right. In the XAT, every year, if I say there are 10 questions of geometry, 3 to 4, around 2-3 questions will be there, which will be very, very tough. होते हैं usually. बहुत ही lengthy होते हैं. हाँ, you find to be easy, that's okay, Nikita. मैंने कहा ना कि इसमें ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. It's a simple question. You just need to equate it and solve it. That's it. But yes, maybe time consuming because the moment we see any quadratic equations sort of equation, तो थोड़ा लगता है कि नहीं हो सकता है difficult, but answer आ जाएगा easily. Can we move to the next question now? Okay, let's move to the next slide then. 14. Try this, all of you. Your time starts now. Last 40 seconds. Okay. So Damini is saying option number 4. All right, we'll check that. It says ABC is a triangle. So there is a triangle with angle BAC as 90 degree. So let me mark, this is the point B, this is equal to A, and this is equal to C. So angle BAC is nothing but that is equal to 60 degree. Okay, so this angle is 60 degree, angle A. A point P lies on 1/3 of the way from B to C. So point P lies on the 1/3 of the line. So I can say if this length it is equal to X, This is equal to 2x. Okay, so most of you guys are saying 4. Some of you are saying 5 also. We need to find out angle APC. We'll check that. So x and 2x, this is point P here. Okay. So a point P lies on 1/3 of its way from BC and AP bisects angle BAC. So this angle is equal to nothing but 30 degree and 30 degree here. Okay, so it's an angle. So can I apply the first thing whenever I see the first thing which should strike in your mind is angle bisector theorem. So by using angle bisector theorem, there are two theorems which we have discussed. One of them is we can say that AB upon AC, it has to be BP upon PC. Yes or no? And BP upon PC, they are in the ratio 2:1. So which means AB is to AC is also in the ratio 2:1. So I can say that is equal to 2y, AB is equal to 2y, and AC is equal to nothing but that is y. And we need to find out the angle APC. Okay, we need to find out the angle APC, isn't it? Okay. So APC. रेशो मैंने गलत ले लिया है क्या? A point P lies on 1/3 of the way from B to C. Okay. So let me change the point. B on one side, C on other side. Yes, that's right. From B to C, it is 1/3. Okay. So BP is equal to X. So BP is to, so AB by this one, that is going to be equal to CP by PB. Let me write down it again. So AB by AC, it is equal to CP by PB. And that is equal to 2:1. Now it's okay. 2y and y. So this is the angle bisector theorem. And we need to find out the angle APC. So how to find out the angle APC? That's the catch here. कि अब कैसे करें ये? Okay. Now, can we find out what is the length of AP? Okay. Can we find out the length of AP? That's the point here. In terms of x and y. We know also another angle bisector theorem. There are two theorems angle bisector. This is one of them. And which I told you, which is a combination of Stewart and angle bisector, that AP square, it is always equal to AC into CB minus CP into PB. So what will I get here? AP square. So AP square, which is equal to AC into AB, not here. AC into AB minus CP into CB. So that is coming out to be equal to 2y square minus nothing but that is equal to 2. But we are not getting anything new. AP square is equal to 2y square minus 2x square here. Okay. Now, so I can also use the cosine rule. Okay. I can say cos of 6 AB into AC minus, yes, that's right. So I have done. So cos of 60 degree, adjacent side to this angle A is 60 degree. So adjacent to this, I can say this is 2y square plus y square minus that is going to be equal to 3x whole a square plus b square minus c square upon 2ab, that is 2y into y. And what is cos 60 equal to? Can anyone tell me? Cos 60 is nothing but that is equal to half. Okay. So cos 60 is equal to half. So if I try to equate this, that will be comes out to be half, which is equal to 3y square minus 3x square upon 2y square. So in any case, 2 will get cancelled. So I'll get y square. It is equal to 3y square minus 3x square. Or from here, I can say that is 2y square. It is equal to nothing, but that is going to be equal to what? 3x square. Is that clear to all of you? 2y square, it is equal to 3x square. Any doubts to anyone now? Or just see if I have done some calculation mistakes. Cos 60 is equal to a square plus b square minus c square. 3x ka whole square. Yes, 3x ka whole square, that is going to be, okay, 2y ka whole square. Okay. Certain calculation mistake. Let me make it correct here. This is 2y whole square. So it is basically means half is equal to 4 plus 1, that is 5y square minus 9x square upon 2y square. So half and half will get cancelled. I'll get y square is equal to 5y square minus 9x square. Okay. And from here, I'll get that is 9x square. It is equal to nothing but 4y square. or I can say that is 3x is equal to 2y. So I hope that now this part is equal to clear to all of you. Any doubts to anyone till this step? No? Now, so now we know the relationship between x and y also. We know the relationship between x and y also. So we can substitute this value maybe here, and we can find out the length of AP. So what is AP square? AP square is equal to 2y square. So I can say 2y is equal to 3 by 2 x square. So that is 3 by 2, y is equal to 3 by 2 x whole square minus 2x square. So this will be comes out to be equal to what? 9 to the 18 by 4. Okay. It seems I've done some calculation mistake. मुझे ऐसा feel हो रहा है, but we'll check that. Okay. Or maybe we do not. Y is equal to 3 square is 9, 9 by 4. That will be equal to 9 by 2. Means that is coming out to be 2.5 x square. Okay. AP square is equal to 2.5 x square. Now, so AP is equal to nothing, but it is basically equal to 2.5 x square here. Now, let's do the calculation. I need to find out the angle APC. So angle APC, if I apply here the sine rule, so I can say in the triangle APC, okay, or in any triangle, even, or you can take the triangle APB. If I apply the sine rule, so sine 30 by 2x, all right, is equal to sine P upon, so sine 30 upon 2x is equal to nothing but that will be equal to sine P by 2i, and sine 30 is equal to half. So I can say half sine 30 is equal to half. So half divided by 2. So that will be basically sine P. Okay, sine P, it will be comes out to be equal to y by x into sine 30. And sine 30 is equal to half. And we know y is equal to 3x is equal to 2y. Or from here, we can say that y by x is equal to how much? Y by x, it will be equal to 3 by 2. You can substitute this value. So that is 3 by 2 into sine 30, which is equal to half. So that is coming out to be 3 by 4. I think there is some sort of calculation mistake here, which I have committed. ये कुछ और आना चाहिए था value. Let me check once again. Maybe in the cosine rule, I have done some calculation mistake. Cos 60. Cos 60, it is equal to a square plus b square. That is 2y whole square. Let me cross check. Just a minute. 2y whole square plus y square minus 3x whole square. A square plus b upon 2ab. Just a minute. So 4y square plus y square, that is total is definitely 5y square ही होगा. That's right. 2ab. So that is yes. Yes. हाँ, वही मुझे लग रहा है कहीं पे तो कुछ calculation mistake किया है. Thanks for pointing out that, guys. Here I need to multiply it by 2. All right. So here if I need to multiply it by 2, so यहाँ पे ये 2 से multiply होगा. That is where I committed the mistake. But I hope that you all have got an idea. You cannot afford to make such type of mistake. But you can just going to visit. Yes, in the denominator, there's values will change here. Okay. So I can say this will be equal to 2 and 2. So that will be equal to 2y square is equal to 5y square minus 9x square. So from here, I'll get that is equal to 3y square equal to 9x square. Or y square, it is equal to 3x square. Or y is equal to यहाँ पे सब्स्टिट्यूट कर दो, ठीक है ना. दिस इक्वेशन वाज करेक्ट हियर. सो y x sin 30. So sin p is equal to y by x into sin 30, and y by x is equal to what? That is equal to and 30 half. So sin p, it is equal to root 3 by 2. So it means p is nothing but that is equal to 120 degree here. Okay. So I'm getting sin p, which is the angle I need to find out. That is equal to root 3 by 2. So that means P is equal to nothing but 120. Option 5, which is 120 degree, which I think only Dam got it right. Is that clear to all of you now? Please respond. So difficult question. So you must have observed, we have solved some around 10 questions yesterday or so, today also. So in the yesterday's question also, there was based on the triangle where we are using what sine rule. Today also we are using the cosine rule. So in the XAT, where as far as the cat is concerned, it's very rare to get a question which involve the concept of sine rule and cosine rule. But in XAT, usually I have seen a lot of questions are there which they have asked, which wherein we need to use the sine and cosine rule. So is it clear to all of you? Can we move to the next slide? In fact, there was no need for this also. इसकी जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ी हमें. Tell me guys if this is clear so that we can move to the next question now. Nikita, Garima, Tanya, Samrat, all of you. Yes? Okay. Chalo. Let's move to the next question. 15th. Okay. Time limit is 2 minutes and your time starts now. Please start. A very easy question. It will not take too much of time. Based on graph. Okay. Nikita is saying option number 4. We'll check that. Ketan is saying option 2. Garima is saying option 2. All right. I think Ketan and Garima is right. They are right. They are correct. Okay, time up. Now it's an easy question, like I said here. This is nothing but this is 4. The graph questions are usually easy. Here, if I look at these 2 points where I marked right now, what is this value? Here x is equal to 4 and here it is minus 4. So at x equal to 4, when I say x and y, at x equal to the y should be 0. At minus 4 also y should be equal to 0. So check with the help of the options. Only second option is satisfying, isn't it? That is 9 into 4 square minus 16y square is equal to 144. So 4 square is 16 into 9, 144. So 140. That is the only option which is satisfying. So the answer is option number 2. It is basically nothing but a graph of a hyperbola. Okay, so the answer is definitely option number 2. Is that clear to all of you now? So usually whenever in the question, if the graph is given and you need to identify the equation, most of the time they are easy because from the graph you can try with the couple of the values, which values लेके try करो and you'll get the answers quickly. So can we move to the next slide now? This is clear. Okay. Try question number 16 now, all of you. I'll give you 2 minutes for question number 16. Your time starts now. Very interesting question. Garima is saying option 2. We'll check that. Okay, time up. Let's see. It says a brokerage house offers 3 portfolios. So 3 stock portfolios. Portfolio 1, it consists of 2 blocks of common stock and 1 municipal bond. Okay. So I'll say, let's say there is a portfolio 1. I'll represent it by P1. It contains 2 blocks of common stock. So there is a common stock. Okay. So first portfolio, it comprises of 2 blocks of common stock and 1 municipal bond. So municipal bond MB means 1 municipal bond. Now portfolio 2, it consists of 4 blocks of common stock, 2 municipal bond and 3 block of preferred stocks. I'm writing preferred stock, PS, 3 preferred stocks. Now there is a portfolio 3. So portfolio 3 consists of 2 blocks of common stock, 2 municipal bond and 3 blocks of preferred stock. Now a customer wants a total of 12 blocks of common stock. So there is a customer whose requirement is needed 12 common stock, 6 municipal bond and 6 preferred stock. ये उसकी need है. Now the question is, how many portfolio 3 should be offered? All right. I think most of you have got it right. Let's say I take the quantity of first portfolio is A, the quantity of the second portfolio is B, and the quantity of third portfolio is equal to C. Okay, so first portfolio A, second is B, and third is C. So we know what is the total number of common stock. So I can say the total number of common stock, that is equal to 2A plus 4B plus 2C. So we have got the equation that 2A plus B plus 2C, which is equal to 12. Or I can say that means A plus 2B plus C, which is equal to 6. Similarly, municipal bond, that is 1 into A, 2B and 2C. And what is this total sum? So it is given to us A plus 2B plus 2C. It is equal to 6 here. So A plus 2B plus 2C is equal to 6. And the third here, that is 3B and 3C. So from here, we can say that the value, the third equation, that is 3B plus 3C is equal to 6. So if 3B plus 3C is equal to 6, so the value of B plus C, it is equal to 2. All right. Now substitute the value of B plus C equal to 2 here. You'll get the values of A. All right. So if I substitute the value of B plus C here in the second equation, I'll get A plus twice of B plus C. So twice of 2 into 2, that is equal to 6. So from here, A is equal to 2. Okay. So we have got A equal to 2. Now substitute this A equal to 2 in this equation. So my equation will be comes out to be that B plus C, it is equal to 4. So we have got two equations. One of them is 2B plus C is equal to 4 and B plus C is equal to 2. Subtract these two equations. So if I subtract these two equations, I'll get that is B is equal to 2. And if B is equal to 2, what is the value of C? Okay, B is equal to 2. What is the value of C? That is equal to 0. All right. So value of B is 2, A is 2, as C is 0. Is that part clear to all of you? That select 2 of portfolio 1 and 2 stock of portfolio B and 0 stock of portfolio C, and you can get this particular combination. Is that clear to all of you? Okay. So the question is, how many portfolio 3 should be offered? The answer is oh, which is none of these. I've seen that all of you had marked option number 4 and some of you had marked option number 2. But the correct answer is option number 5. Now tell me one thing. How many of you have calculated the correct answer but marked the wrong option? I'm sure लोगों ने A और B की value 2 लेके फिर उन्होंने they have marked probably the option number 2. How many have made that mistake? Found the correct answer but marked the wrong answer. Is there anyone? No one. तो सबने गलत ही कैलकुलेट किया था. Okay, so can we move to the next slide now? Next question. Please tell me, all of you. Damini, Nikita, Ketan, Garima. All right, guys. So let's move ahead. Try question number 17. Your time starts now. Last 50 seconds. Okay, time up. Now it says triangle ABC has vertices A00, B06 and C90. Okay. So A00, B is equal to 06 and C is this one. So this is A, which is 0, comma 0. Okay. Then point C, which is 9, comma 0, and point B, which is equal to 0, comma 6. Now it says the point P and Q lies on the side AC such that AP equal to PQ. Okay, so it is a point of trisection here. Okay, so I can say this point is equal to 3, comma 0, this point is equal to 6, comma 0. Okay. Now, it also says R and S lies on side AB such that AR is equal to RS equal to SB. So A is equal to RS is equal to SB. Okay, so the coordinate of R is 0, 3, coordinate of S, sorry, 0, 2. Again, it's a point of trisection RNS. So I can say 0, 2, and then I can say that is 0, 4, and then 0, 6. Now, if the line segment PB and RC, so the line segment P2B, so this is PB, this is the point P. So P2B, I join P2B like this one, okay, PB, and the line RC, so PB and line RC, okay, they intersect at point X, so they intersect at point X. Then find the slope of the line AX. So I need to find out the slope of the line A2X here. So we know the slope is always equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. But to find that, first of all, we need to find out what is that point X. So can you say point X is actually nothing but point of intersection of line BP, okay, and the line RC, okay. So BP and RC का point of intersection मुझे find out करना है. So what is the equation of the line BP? So if I write down the equation of the line BP, so x coordinate पे 3 पे cut कर रहा है, so I can say x by 3 and y by 6, which is equal to 1. Or if I multiply this entire equation by 6, I'll get that is equal to what? That is 2x plus y is equal to 6. So this is one of the equation. Similarly, what is the equation of line RC? So equation of line RC. So x coordinate is 9, so x by 9, y coordinate is 2, so y by 2. So I can say that is x by 9 plus y by 2, which is equal to 1. Multiplied throughout by 18. So if I multiply it by 18, I'll get 2x plus 18 by 9 is 2 and 18 by 2, that is 9y, and which is equal to 18. So we have got these two equations, 2x plus y equal to 6 and 2x plus y is equal to 18. Let's solve. So 2x plus y is equal to 6 and 2x plus 9y, which is equal to 18. So if I take a difference of these two, I'll get 8y, which is equal to 14. 9y minus y, it is equal to 8y. So 8y is equal to 14, or I can say y is equal to nothing but that is 7 by 4. All right. So y is equal to 7 by 4 here. So once I get y equal to 7 by 4, substitute it in any equations. Okay, any equation, and we can find out the values of x also. Any doubts to anyone till this step? All right. Any calculation mistake till now? Let's check it here. I don't think here. 9 to the 18, so 2x and plus 9y is equal to 18. That's right. Now, so y is equal to 7 by 4. So you can substitute y equal to 4 in the first equation, and I'll get x is equal to 6 minus 7 by 4 divided by 2. So x is coming out to be how much? That is 3, 6 by 2, 3 minus 7 by 8. So 12. कहाँ पे 12 आएगा? Nikita, where is 12 here? You are saying, what is 12? 8y is equal to 12. Oh, yes. Kahin na kahin, today I'm doing a lot of calculation mistake. That's right. So 8y is equal to 18 minus 6 is equal to 12. So 8y is equal to 12. So y is equal to 12 by 8. And 12 by 8, so I can say y is equal to what? 4 3s are, y is equal to 3 by 2. All right. Okay. अब देखो, अगर 12 by 8 है तो 3 by 4 2 ही आएगा ना. 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8. Is that correct now? 8y equal to 12 means y is equal to 3 by 2. Okay. Yes, 8y equal to 12. I made that. So y is equal to 12 by 8. So that is 3 by 2. So substitute in the first equation. So 2x plus 3 by 2, that is equal to 6. So 2x is equal to 6 minus 3 by 2, which is 12 minus 3, that is 9 by 2. So x is equal to 9 by 4. So x is equal to 9 by 4, y is equal to 3 by 2. So we know the point A and x. The coordinates of A is 0, 0 and x 9 by 2 and 3 by 2. And we know the slope is always equal to y2 minus y1. So that is 3 by 2 minus 0 upon x2 minus x1. So that is 9 by 2 minus 0. So that is coming out to be equal to 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So 3 by 9, 2. So the correct answer should be 1 by 3, which is option number 5. So any doubts to anyone now? Please tell me. Is it clear to all of you? Option 1, नहीं, I think 3 by 9 आ रहा है, so 2 will again, oh sorry, this is again 9 by 4. Again another count. This is 9 by 4. That's right. So this is 9 by 4. So we can say 3 by 2 upon 9 by 4 minus 0. So the answer will be equal to 3 by 9, which is equal to 2 by 3. So correct answer is definitely option number 1. So not a difficult question, of medium difficulty level. That's right. Can I move to the next slide now? चले आगे, all of you. I have taken 9 by 4. Garima, Damni, all of you. 9 by 4. Great. So let's move to the next question. 17 is done. So I didn't find even a single question of geometry in this year, which was, you can say, that was very easy or doable. Most of the question based on the geometry was difficult. Now try this question number 18. Very, very interesting question. Your time starts now. And I'm expecting all of you to get it right. Damini is saying option number 3. We'll check that. Very, very interesting question. Matlab, CAT may, the same question has been asked in CAT at least 2-3 occasions. In XAT also so many times. It was also asked in the IIFT as well as SNAP as well as Nursi Munji. हर एग्जाम में आ चुका है और बार बार आते रहता है. Yes, based on set theory. Garima is again saying option number 3. We'll check that. Last 10 seconds. Okay. Now, it says in a rainy season, Jamshedpur experienced some rain for 13 days. Okay. A morning rain was always followed by a clear evening. So I can say morning rain. Okay. Clear evening. There were few days on which there were morning rain that was there, and in the evening there was no rain. So I can say morning rain plus clear evening. So let's say the number of days on which the morning there was a rain and evening was clear. I say X days. And evening rain was preceded by a clear morning. दिन क्या होता है, सुबह बारिश नहीं होती है, morning was very clear, all right, but in the evening there was a rain. So I can say evening rain. Let's say the total number of days is equal to y. Okay. And it says a total of 9 mornings and 12 evenings were clear. But कुछ दिन ऐसे भी होंगे in which there is what morning बारिश भी होगी, ना ही शाम को ही होगी. So clear morning plus clear evening. That is to Z. Now it says a total of 9 mornings were clear. So 9 mornings were clear. So 9 mornings were clear. So you can see clear morning and clear morning here. So total of 9 mornings were clear. So it means y plus z, it is equal to 9. And 12 evenings were clear. So you can see clear is that is x plus z, which is equal to 12. All right. That is x plus z, which is equal to 12 here. And in a rainy season, जमशेदपुर experienced some rain for 13 days. Total 13 दिन बारिश हुई. Total 13 दिन बारिश हुई. So it means x days morning में बारिश हुई, evening में बारिश हुई. So x plus y, it is equal to 13. Now add these three equations. So if I add these three equations, I'll get twice of x plus y plus z, which is equal to 9 plus 12 is 21, and 21 plus 13. So 24 plus 10, that is equal to 34. So I'll get x plus y plus z, which is equal to 17. And the question is, how many rainless days did Jamshedpur have in the period? Now, out of 17 days, 13 दिन बारिश हो रही है ना, x plus y, on 13 days rained. So 17 में से 13 दिन बारिश हो रही है. So ऐसे कितने दिन होंगे जिस दिन बारिश नहीं हुई? Rainless day. So basically, we need to find out the value of z here. That is the rainless day here. So that means answer is the difference of between these two to give me z is equal to 4. So the correct answer for this question is option 4, which is equal to 4. Is that clear? So z is 4. Y is equal to 5. I think some of you have calculated option 3 is actually y, not z. Is it clear now? Very, very important question. Can I move to the next slide now? Okay, chalo फिर. Let's move to the next question. Now it's a set of 3 questions. So set of 3 questions, tell me how much time do you need? इसमें क्या क्या फाइंड आउट करना है मैं बाकी के 2 क्वेश्चंस में दिखा देता हूं. I'll come back to this slide. The question was, one of the questions, the letter y, I need to identify what is the value of y. Second, there are 9 letters and 10 digits. So the digits that remain unutilized. If you want to take a screenshot of this question, you can take a screenshot, no issues. And third question is resulting value of money. So there were 3 questions. So for these 3 questions, how much time you guys need? Tell me. कितना टाइम चाहिए 3 क्वेश्चंस के लिए? Pay me real money. 5 minutes? Is the 5 minutes sufficient? Dami, 6 minutes. Okay, so I'm giving you guys 6 minutes. Try this. So basically, you need to find out all the values. Question can be anything. You need to find out all these values. So you can get the answer all the questions. So usually in the DILR sections, you'll get such type of question in the CAT. In XAT, you can get it as a part of Quant. So your time starts now. I'm going to give you 6 minutes. So I'll start the timer thrice. Please start. The first timer is started. I'll start the timer thrice. Okay, another 4.5 minutes. Keep trying, all of you. Keep trying. Some of the values can be calculated easily. Last 2 minutes. Vivek is saying 7. Okay, we'll check that. That 1 equal to 7. Seven is a wrong answer. Vivek, keep trying. Garima is saying also 7. That the letter Y should be 7. Okay. देखते हैं, चलो. Two of you are saying 7. Last 45 seconds. Tanya is saying 0. That the value of 0. Okay. That also. Okay. So should we start with the discussion, guys? Tell me, all of you. Should I start with the discussion? Start करें. Damni, Garima, Vivek, Ketan, all of you. Please tell me. All right, so let's start. Very interesting. It was a set of 3 questions. So even if we're spending around 6-7 minutes, then it's worth, but you should get the answer right. Now, if you read the questions carefully, it says different digits from 0 to 10 digits for different letters in the problem below. And how many letters are there? We already know. There are 9 letters and 10 digits, like in the second question it is mentioned. So there are 9 letters but 10 digits. So one of the digits we are not going to use at all, so that the corresponding addition is correct and it results in the maximum possible value of money. So it results in the maximum possible value of money. So from here I'm getting an idea that there are multiple values are possible, that it has this equation has not a unique solution. Maybe there is a unique solution. हो सकता है solution unique हो, but it's not necessary because the question is talking about maximum possible value. So इसके जितने भी possible solution है उसमें से maximum value money की क्या हो सकती है ये मुझे identify करना है, not money. So I need to identify the maximum possible value and depending upon that जो सॉल्यूशन मुझे मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वैल्यू देगा मनी का उसी से ये तीनों के तीनों क्वेश्चन सॉल्व हो जाएंगे. एंड इन दिस क्वेश्चन वन ऑफ द ऑप्शन इज नन ऑफ दीज. In fact, in all the question, there is one of the option is none of these. So it means you need to be very, very careful. Okay. अब देखते हैं यहाँ पे मल्टीपल ऑप्शंस क्या इसका यूनिक सॉल्यूशन आता है या दो सॉल्यूशंस आते हैं तीन सॉल्यूशंस. बट हाउ टू स्टार्ट एंड वेयर टू स्टार्ट. द ट्रिक हियर always start from the left hand side during the addition. R. So on adding here, it's a 4-digit number ना. So ये जो R add करने पे क्या हो रहा है कुछ carry over आएगा, isn't it? And that carry over is nothing but that is equal to M. If I add something here, there is a carry over. So this is my carry over. Okay. So what can be the maximum carry over? R is a single digit number. और इस सिंगल डिजिट नंबर में हो सकता है आर की वैल्यू 8 हो, 9 हो, 7 हो, 6, 5 कुछ भी हो सकती है. इट मींस व्हेन आई एम एडिंग पी एंड ई, जब पी और ई को ऐड कर रहे हैं, लेट मी हाईलाइट द वैल्यू पी एंड ई आल्सो. सो जब भी मैं पी एक कैरी ओवर आएगा, ठीक है. सो पी और ई को ऐड करने से एक कैरी ओवर आएगा. सो वी हैव डिस्कस लॉट्स ऑफ सिमिलर क्वेश्चन इन द क्लास. सो पी और ई को ऐड करने से एक कैरी ओवर आएगा. वो कैरी ओवर या तो क्या हो सकता है, 0 हो सकता है या 1 हो सकता है, और कुछ पॉसिबल नहीं है बिकॉज पी इज अ सिंगल डिजिट नंबर, ई इज आल्सो अ सिंगल डिजिट नंबर. व्हेनेवर आई ऐड 2 डिजिट्स द मैक्सिमम कैरी ओवर इज 0 और 1. ठीक है. अगर 0 कैरी ओवर आता यहां पे तो 0 प्लस आर, ये ओ की भी वैल्यू आर होती, विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल because this is R and O, different letters are represented by different numbers. So it means ये तो possible नहीं है. ठीक है. It means पीछे से कैरी ओवर 1 आ रहा है और ये कैरी ओवर 1 आए के यहां पे ऐड हो रहा है जो मैंने ब्लू से मार्क कर रखा है. ओके. ये कैरी ओवर 1 आएगा. P प्लस E को ऐड करने पे जो कैरी ओवर आएगा वो 1 आएगा और इस 1 प्लस R इट विल बी इक्वल टू O और फिर एक कैरी ओवर आएगा. So it means M is definitely equal to 1. That is always the trick. ये मैं इतना डिटेल में बता रहा हूं, बट आई एम श्योर दैट मोस्ट ऑफ यू गाइज नो दैट वी कैन इजीली फाइंड आउट M इज ऑलवेज इक्वल टू 1. ठीक है. और O की वैल्यू क्या होगी, 0 होगी. दैट्स राइट. बिकॉज 1 प्लस R हियर इट इज गिविंग मी अ कैरी ओवर, तभी वो M की वैल्यू 1 आएगी. M कांट बी ए 0 इट बिकॉज लीडिंग डिजिट कांट बी इक्वल टू 0. सो 1 प्लस R से एक कैरी ओवर आ रहा है विच इज 1. तो 1 प्लस R की वैल्यू 10 होनी चाहिए. यस और नो. अब 1 प्लस R की वैल्यू 10 हो सकती है या 11 हो सकती है. ठीक है. अब अगर 1 प्लस आर, जस्ट थिंक इन दैट वे, ये पीछे से कैरी ओवर आया. 1 प्लस आर की वैल्यू या तो आर अगर 9 है तो ये ओ की वैल्यू 0 हो सकती है. बट क्या आर 8 हो सकती है? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. बिकॉज इफ आई टेक आर इक्वल टू 8, इन दैट केस 8 प्लस कैरी ओवर ऑफ 1 दैट इज 9. इन दैट केस एम विल बिकम 0 विच इज नॉट पॉसिबल, जो बिल्कुल ही पॉसिबल नहीं है. तो इट मींस ओ इज डेफिनेटली इक्वल टू 0 and R is definitely equal to 9. So I can say O is definitely equal to 0 and R is definitely equal to 9. And 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. 0 carry over of 1 and M is equal to 1. So any doubts to anyone till this step, please tell me now. ये part clear है that M is equal to 1, O equal to 0 and R is equal to 9. Okay. So we always start from the left hand side and most of the questions you must have observed कि ये तीनों values बहुत easily आ जाता है. Now, what are all numbers are remaining? So 0 is used, 1 is used. So we are left out with now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So 0, 1 और 9 use हो चुके अभी तक. So अब मेरे पास 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 को और use करना है. अब देखते हैं कैसे कर सकते हैं यहाँ पे. And also you need to remember one thing that the value of money, M-O-N-E-Y, it has to be maximum possible. That is very, very important for us. Now, in the last step, if you see here, y plus e plus l is equal to y. So can I say it means e plus l, it must end with the digit 0? Yes or no? Because y plus e plus l equal to 0. So it means y plus e plus l. So e plus l की जो value होनी वो क्या होनी चाहिए? 10 होनी चाहिए. Now 4 is also not used. I have written on the left hand side, Garima. 0, 1 और 9 अभी तक use कर चुके हैं ना हम लोग. That is for sure. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So y plus e plus l is equal to y. That is only possible if e plus l is equal to 10. And if e plus l is equal to 10, can you guys tell me what are the possible combination for the number which we have not used till now? So e plus l is equal to 10. So remember, 9 to use ho chuka hai, so I that be 8 plus 2. That can be equal to 7 plus 3. That can be equal to 6 plus 4. And these are the three possible combinations for e plus l. Please tell me if that is clear to all of you or not. E plus L की वैल्यू ये होनी चाहिए. Now also I am using the laser pointer here. यहां पे जो नंबर है, क्योंकि मुझे मैक्सिमम वैल्यू मनी चाहिए, तो रियल की भी वैल्यू आई विल ट्राई कि 4 डिजिट नंबर ये भी मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल वैल्यू हो सकती है. सो आई विल ट्राई विद ई इक्वल टू 8. यस और नो? ई को 8 लेके चलता हूं मैं. ओके और भी हिंट मिलेंगे यहां पे. व्हेन आई एम सेइंग y plus l is equal to y. Okay. So if I take E is equal to L, sorry, 8 or L equal to 2, let me take that particular combination. E will be even number. That is for sure. E will be even number. I'll tell you the reason. Because from the problem there carry over 1. Y plus E plus L. So यहाँ से क्या आएगा कि 1 plus A plus So अब A की वैल्यू, सॉरी M तो ऑलरेडी 1 है, ये मैं 1 लिख देता हूं यहाँ पे. M is already 1. So instead of writing M, I'll take 1. So you can say 1 plus A plus 1 plus A is equal to E, or maybe it will be 10E plus something. कुछ भी हो सकता है. E can be the last digit. But in any case, that is equal to 2 plus 2A, which is equal to E. So I can sort we can say that E is an even number. So E is an even number, और will try कि E को maximize करूं because real में RE आ रहा है. तो E को अगर मुझे maximize करना है तो मैं E को 8 ले सकता हूं 6 की जगह. Let's try with 8. So let's see here if E is equal to 8 and we are getting something or not. So if I say that E is equal to 8, let E is equal to 8 here. So E is equal to 8 and I'll say L is equal to 2. Okay, E is equal to 8 is equal to 2, so that 8 plus 2 is equal to 10, 10 plus y is. Okay, and A is equal to 8. यहाँ भी 8 डाल देता हूं. Now what should be the value of A? So 1 plus A plus A plus A is equal to 8. So what are the possible values of A? Can anyone tell me now? What is the possible values of A? In this case, what is the possible value of A? All of you, please respond. 1 plus M plus A, it is ending with M. So 1 plus 1 is 2, और 2 में क्या ऐड करो कि वो 8 आ जाए लास्ट में. 2 बार A ऐड करना. Yes, that's right. A is equal to 3. And 3 is also we have not used here. Okay. So I can say, let's say A is equal to 3. So A is equal to 3, 2, 3. So we have got 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. From there is a carryover of 0 here. Okay. And this is equal to 8. So we have used now, remember, till now we have used the digit 2. We have used the digit 3. We have used the digit E equal to 8 also use हो चुका है. So 2, 3, 8 use हो चुका है यहाँ पे. Okay. अब मेरे पास 4, 5, 6, 7 बचे हुए हैं. अब मुझे मैक्सिमम वैल्यू चाहिए. So n की भी वैल्यू मुझे मैक्सिमम चाहिए. Yes or no? So what value I can take here? Remember 8, और मुझे कैरी ओवर भी चाहिए. तो P की वैल्यू क्या लूं? ये जो blue highlighted portion, just concentrate on the blue highlighted portion. This is equal to 8. 8 plus P से एक कैरी ओवर भी आना चाहिए. तो P की मिनिमम पॉसिबल वैल्यू 4 तो लूंगा ही मैं. Yes or no? 4 ले सकता हूं, और since I need to maximize, so I'll take 7. PAY is a 3 digit number, और P भी मैं मैक्सिमम करूंगा तभी मेरा सब मैक्सिमम होगा. So P की वैल्यू मैं 7 लेता हूं. So P is equal to 7. Okay, so if I take P equal to 7, so in that case 8 plus 7, it is equal to 15. So N will be equal to, okay, and since I need to maximize, so I've used the digit 7. All right, I've used the digit 5 also. And since I need to maximize, so what should I select the value of Y? 4 और 6 में से Y की वैल्यू क्या select करूं अगर मुझे maximum चाहिए money की वैल्यू? So I will select 6. So Y is equal to 6, and this is 586. So the correct answer is 736 plus 18 plus 9832. And this sum, it is equal to nothing but that is equal to 10586, and this is the correct answer. So this is the maximum possible. Now there are multiple answers. In fact, there are 10 different answers are possible. But among all those 10, this is the maximum possible value here. Is that clear to all of you now? Please respond, everyone. Clear? Hai? And let's see whether our answer is correct or not. So I'll show it one of the very interesting thing to all of you. To anyone, guys, a very important question. So if you look at here, this is a website जहां पे कोई भी वैल्यू डालो आंसर सारे आ जाएंगे. तो मैं यहां पे डालता हूं पे, क्या था, PAY, पे प्लस मी प्लस रियल is equal to money. Can you all see this website? Please tell me. So I'm just substituting pay plus me equal to real money. Okay. And let's put press solve. So you can see these are the solutions, isn't it? And can you see which is the highest solution? कौन सा solution सबसे बड़ा है इसमें? Anyone? Pen tool here. I don't need to select the pen tool. I think you all can see it here. Okay. 10586. Is it a solution? Money. हाँ, एक है ना यहाँ पे 10586, दैट इज द मैक्सिमम वैल्यू. सो इट मींस आवर कैलकुलेशन इज परफेक्टली राइट. हमने जो भी किया है बिल्कुल सही तरीके से किया है, प्रॉपर अप्रोच के साथ किया है. सो दैट इज द मैक्सिमम. So that's why this question is a difficult one, because that there is not a unique answer. So maybe some of you had marked the answer as, like for the first question, y is equal to 7. ठीक है, y equal to 7 एक केस में आता है. 637 plus 18 is equal to 9832. ठीक है, 637 plus 18. So that is also correct, but that is not the maximum value. Yes, the fourth one you can see 10586. So there are 10 possible solutions. So let me go back to the slide and we can do the rest of the question. So जब भी डाउट हो इस वेबसाइट का हेल्प ले लो कि कितने पॉसिबल सॉल्यूशंस हैं. ऑलराइट, so let's move to the questions. Let's start in the remaining question now. Okay, so what is the answer for this question? The letter y should be, y is equal to nothing but that is equal to 6. So the answer is none of these. Option 5, none of these. The answer is 6. Next question. There are 9 letters and 10 digits. The digit that remain unutilized. Which was the digit which remained unutilized? That was digit 4. Option 1. And the resulting value of the money, the answer is again 5, none of. So for 2 of the question, the answer is none of these. So is this set clear? A set of 3 questions. Please tell me, all of you. Can I move to the next question now? Okay, let's move to the next question then. Try question number 22. I'll give you 2 minutes. Your time starts now. Yes, I think that's the mistake which some of you have committed. Directly सोचा कि ऑप्शन से ट्राई कर लेते हैं, बट 2 ऑप्शंस का आंसर ही इसमें क्या है? None of these. Read the question very carefully. In the question, it is mentioned that you need to find out the maximum possible value of mean. So it means multiple answers are possible. Damini saying option 5. We'll see that. Okay, time up. Now we've done in the class that whenever there is a 3 variable equation, we should always try to eliminate one of the variable and follow the rules of 2 variable. Now, first of all, A is equal to 1 and R is equal to 5. So I'll say let's first of all solve these 2 equations. Okay, so from here, if A is equal to 1 and R equal to 5, I'll get X plus BY plus CZ. It is equal to nothing but 5. So I'll try to eliminate X. So I'll multiply the first equation by 2. So that is 2 into 2, 4x plus 3 into 2, 6y plus 4 into 2, 8z, 16 2s are 32. And the second equation is nothing, but it is 4x plus 4y plus 5z, which is equal to 26. Take a difference, I'll get that is 2y plus 3z, which is equal to 32 minus 26, that is 6. So 2y plus 3z is equal to 6. Now, take the first equation as it is. 2x plus 4z, multiply the last equation by 2. So I'll get 2x plus 2by plus 2cz, it is equal to 10. Subtract these two. So I'll get this is equal to what? 3 minus 2b into y plus 4 minus 2c into z. It is equal to x. Try to solve these 2 equations. So 2 equations, 2 variable. So I need an infinite solution, isn't it? The condition is infinite. So infinite solution, for infinite solution, what is the condition? That the ratio of the coefficient should be always same. That means 2 upon 3 minus 2b. It has to be equal to 3 upon 4 minus 2c, which is equal to nothing but 6 upon what? 6. 6 upon 6, is it equal to, just a minute. If I multiply the second equation, that's right, 16. 16 minus, that is equal to 6 by 6, that is equal to 1. And I need to find out the value of C. So solve these two, which means 3 is equal to 4 minus 2C. So from here, I'll get that is equal to what? 3 minus 4. That is equal to minus 1 is equal to minus 2C. So this implies C is equal to half. So the correct answer is option number 3. That is half. Any doubts to anyone? Very standard question. No variations at all. So I hope that now it is clear. Can I move to the next slide? Please tell me now. Clear to all of you? Yes, C is equal to half. चले आगे, guys. Garima, Damini, Ketan, Nikita, all of you. Okay. Try this. I'll give it 2 minutes based on probability. Ketan is saying option 1. Okay. We'll check that, Ketan. Just wait for a second. I think that's a correct answer. Okay. Yes, that's right. You all are right. The answer is definitely option number one, 5 by 6. It says a management institute has 6 senior professors and 4 junior professors. 3 professors, when you are getting 3 professors, the probability that at least of the junior professor would get selected. So I'd say at least one. So probability of at least one is always equal to 1 minus probability of none. Hota hai, you all know that. That is the easy way to calculate. So 1 minus probability that none of the junior professor is selected. All the 3 professors are senior one. So that is equal to what? That is 6C3 upon 10C3. Isn't it? Solve this, you'll get the answer as simply equal to 5 by 6. That is the answer. So do you guys want me to solve it or can we move to the next question? चले आगे. At least one is always equal to 1 minus none. Okay, let's move on. Now this is a set of 4 questions. So I'll show you all the 4 questions. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take it and then you can try to solve it. The direction is given here. So this is the question number 24 to 27. A set of 4 questions are there. Okay. So I need to find out the common difference of the arithmetic progression. I need to find out the E. All right. I need to find out the value of E by A and the value of D. So it's a set of 4 questions. Now tell me, how many minutes do you guys want for these 4 questions based on sequence and series, APGP? Kitna time chahiye, all of you? 4 questions. Tell me the maximum time which you all need for solving 4. I think 5 minutes. If you find out all the numbers A, B, C, D, E, F, G, then you will get all the answers also. So basically, you need to find out the value of A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 5 minutes. Your time starts now. All of you. Your time starts now. So please start. Very interesting question based on APGP. आठ मिनट बहुत ज्यादा हो जाएंगे. This question can be solved within 5 minutes. Believe me, I will not give you more than 5 minutes. All the 4 questions can be solved within 5 minutes. Okay. Last 3 minutes. Last 2 minutes. Okay, so 4 minutes passed, and now it's a last segment. Last minutes, and then I'll start discussing. Okay, so last 40 seconds. Okay, so time up. So 6 minutes has passed. So I'm going to start with the discussion now. It says there are 7 integers A, B, C, D, E, F, and G to be arranged in increasing order. First 4 numbers are in AP. So there are basically 7 numbers and they are in increasing order. So I can say if there are 7 numbers, let me write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, there are 7 integers. From the point number 4, D fifth, D is the smallest. So D is the smallest one and E is the largest integer. And from point number 3, it says there exists one number between E and G. So between E and G, there is one number. So G will come at the third last position. Okay. So, and it also says that there exists no numbers between A and B. So there is no number which is between A and B. So what are the possibilities for A and B? Can I say A and B will occupy only these three? Yes or no? They will be consecutive numbers. That is AB or BA. It can be anything. So I'm going to use the number A and B out of these three places. At two of the places, I'm going to use the digit A and B here. Okay. We know the position of D. We know the position of G and E also. So we are left out with now only C and F. Okay. C and F also. Now, statement number 6. If you look at the statement number 6, what does the statement number 6 says? it says that f by a, it is nothing but it is greater than 1, which means f is definitely greater than a. Okay, and we also know from here that the value of g by c, the value of g by c is also greater than 1, so it means g is also greater than c. So if g is greater than c, so c should come before g. So can I say in between these three places? Okay, let me take a pointer here. These three places is going to be occupied by A, B, and C only, in no particular order. Order can be anything, but A and B, they should occur consecutively. So it can be like A, B, C or B, A, C. Yes. So G is here. So there is one possibility is for F. C is before G. So there is only one possibility is for F. So I can put it here, F. So this is GFE. All right. So the last three are GFE. The first one is D, and in the middle it will be ABC. Can anyone tell me how many possibilities are there? Because A and B are two consecutive numbers. So I can say it can be either ABC, or it can be equal to BAC, or I can say it can be CAB, or it can be equal to CBA. So these are the four possibilities here. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond, all of you. Okay. So can I move to the next part? Please respond. Okay. Now let's talk about the next thing here. We know that E is equal to 960, and we also know that the last four digits, they are having a series of GP, and all of them are integers, and E is equal to 960. So I can say if E is equal to 960, so let me write down here, if this integer, it is equal to small a. Okay, small a, or I can say that is equal to, I can take this is equal to AR, this is equal to R, and this is ARQ. So we have got ARQ, which is factorize 960. So if you factorize 960, what will I get here? The factorization of 960 is 2 raised to power 6 into 15. Okay. So there are two possibilities here. I can say, remember, I need R cube, and I can also write down this is equal to 2 cube into 120. Okay. 2 cube into 120. So these are the two different possibilities here. So depending upon these two cases, what are the possibilities? I'll take the first case when A is equal to 15. So A is equal to 15 and R cube is equal to 2 raised to 6, which means, but that will be comes out to be how much? That is equal to 4. Or I can say A is equal to 120. And if A is equal to 120, in that case, I am getting R cube, which is equal to 2, means R is equal to. There are two different possibilities. So we can identify the last four numbers quickly. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last number is 960. We know that the last number is 960. And there are two different possibilities. If the fourth term, it is equal to 15. And the common ratio is 4. So 15 fours are 60, and then 60 into 4, that is equal to 240, and 240 into 4 is 960. And the second possibility is if A is equal to 120. And if it is equal to 120 and the common ratio is 2, 120 into equal to 240, 240 into 2 is equal to 480, and 480 into 2 is equal to 960. So any doubts to anyone regarding these two series? But we know that the last three is GFE, that is for sure. So the last three numbers are G, F, and E. Okay, last three number is G, F, and E. And the first four digits, they are forming a series of arithmetic progression. Please tell me if there is any doubts to anyone till this step, before I move to the next step. No doubt? Pakka? Okay, great. कोई doubt नहीं है तो आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. Now, so we know that this is 15, 60, 24 and 90. अब ये जो तीन वैल्यूज है, अब बाकी ये A है या B है या C, ये कैसे पता चलेगा यहाँ पे? So there will be two cases, ना? We know that F by A is greater than equal to 1. Okay. So F in the first case, if I consider the case 1. So in the case 1, F is equal to 240 and nothing but that is equal to 60. Okay. So F is equal to 240 and G is equal to 60 in that case. और ये जो मिडिल नंबर है ये या तो ए हो सकता है या बी हो सकता है और सी, इनमें से कुछ भी हो सकता है. इट कैन बी ईदर ए और बी और सी. Okay, so in the first case, if I say, let's say this is equal to A is equal to 15, for example. If A is equal to 15, what is G by F by A? So F by A, okay, it is equal to 240 by 15, and 15 comes to be 15 ones are 15 and 9, that is equal to 16. So G by C is also equal to F by A. So it means G by C, it is also equal to 16. But we know that G is equal to what? G is equal to 60. So 60 by 16, it is equal to C, which is not an integer. It means in the first case, A can't be equal to 15. Is that part clear to all of you? First case में A की वैल्यू 15 नहीं हो सकती है, because इस केस में C इंटीजर नहीं आएगा. So let's say that A is equal to what? B या C लेके देखूंगा मैं. I'll try with probably C. Or let's take the second case first of all. Okay. In this case, if I say this is A is equal to 120. Okay. And this is what? This is G and this is F and this is E. So if A is equal to 120, so F by A, I'm getting F by A, it is equal to 480 by 120. And 480 by 120, 480 by 120, 120 into 4. So I'm getting 4. So F by A is equal to 4. So G by C should be also equal to 4. So what is the value of G? G, we know that is equal to 240. So 240 by C equal to 4. So from here we have got that C, it is equal to nothing but 60. C is equal to 60. Okay, that is a possibility. C is equal to 60. Okay, C is equal to 60. So I'm getting C equal to 60, and A by D is also equal to 4. All of them are equal 6 point. So if A by D, so I'll say A by D, it is also equal to 4. And if A by D is equal to 4, so we know that A is equal to 120. So 120 by 4, D, it is equal to 4. So D is coming out to be D is equal to 30. D is the leading term. Let's me write down 30. ठीक है. C is equal to 60. So this is 30 and this and 120. So 120, it's a series of arithmetic progression ना. So अगर D की वैल्यू 30 और लास्ट टर्म 120 अगर AP है तो कॉमन डिफरेंस क्या बनेगा? कॉमन डिफरेंस विल बी नथिंग, बट यू कैन सी देयर आर 3 गैप्स. Common difference will be 30. So 30 plus 30 is 60, 60 plus 30 is equal to 90, and 90 plus 30 equal to 120. So we are getting AP. But this is D. Okay, and we have calculated equal to 60. So equal to 90. And that's a unique answer. Okay, that C, B, A, G, F, E. So you'll be getting a unique answer 30, 60, 90. Okay, 30, 60, 90, 120, 240, 480, and 960. Now tell me if there is any doubts to anyone. But again, in all the options, the choices are none of these. So you should try with the other values, but you'll not get any sequence here. बाकी और से try करोगे तो नहीं बनेगा. So that is a unique answer. So difficult question. Any doubts to anyone now? Please respond. No. So can I move to the next question? Let's move to the question. The first question, it says the common difference in the AP. The common difference in the AP is option 430. The position and the value of A. So A is at the 4th position and its value is 120, which is not in the option. The position and the value of A, 4th position and the 120. The value of E by A. So let me see what is E. E is 960, A is equal to 120. So E is equal to 960 and 960 by 120. That is equal to 8. So the answer is none of these. You can see for a lot of questions, the answer is none of these. And the last one, the value of D is. So the value of D is, what is the value of D? We have calculated that is 30. So that is option number 1. Even from the options also, you can get, okay, what are the possible values of D? Let's try with the options or option set. Check कर सकते थे. So anyway, is that clear to all of you? Can I move to the next question now? If this set of 4 questions is clear. So in the XAT, you should be ready for getting a set of 2 to 3 questions or 4 questions in the quant section. चले आगे. 2 more questions are remaining. So let's complete 2007 tomorrow today, so that tomorrow we'll start with 2006 discussion. Try this. One of my favorite question. Your time starts now. Okay. Yes, Dam Nikita has got it right. Now ये क्वेश्चन है, कैट में आ चुका है 2-3 बार, जैट में तो ये आ ही चुका है 2 बार, जेमीटी, आईआईएफटी, ऑलमोस्ट इन ऑल द एग्जाम. एवरी टाइम, हर बार कुछ अलग अलग चीजें से. Sometimes they will ask you what is the value of A for 1 solution, for 2 solutions, for 3 solutions, for 4 solutions, like this. And I've discussed that concept in detail in the class, isn't it? So here it says for which of the values of non-negative A. So A is negative. तो पहला ऑप्शन तो वैसे ही आंसर नहीं हो सकता है, -√2. कैट में भी नॉन नेगेटिव के लिए आया था. Will the system x square minus y square equal to 0 and x minus a whole square plus y square have exactly 3 real solutions? We need 3 real solutions. Okay. So the easiest way to do is here, x square is equal to y square. Yes or no? Or from here I can say y equal to nothing minus x. So first of all, let's plot the graph of the equation y is equal to minus x. Okay. So I'll plot a graph of the equation y is equal to plus minus x. So this is the line y is equal to x, and then plot another line which is y is equal to minus x. Is equal to plus x and y is equal to minus x. All right. Yes, now Nikita. अब आएगा तो still some of you are not responding. मैंने इसके बहुत सारे वेरिएशंस डिस्कस कर रखे ना, कैट में आया हुआ है, आईएफटी में भी आया हुआ है. I have discussed all the possible variation of this question. So y is equal to plus minus x. Now coming to the equation of a circle with a center at a comma 0 and the radius, this is the center. Equation of a circle, center is a comma 0 and radius is nothing but 1. So we are basically drawing a circle of radius 1 unit, isn't it? Okay, and this center is a comma 0, so it will lies on the x-axis. ये ऐसा हो सकता है point a comma 0, but टोटल सॉल्यूशंस मुझे कितने चाहिए, 3 चाहिए। तो ये जो सर्किल है, इस कर्व को y इक्वल टू प्लस माइनस एक्स को 3 पॉइंट पे कट करना चाहिए। सो इस सर्किल को कैसे ड्रॉ करूं कि 3 पॉइंट पे कट कर सकता है? ये मैं कहीं पे भी बना सकता हूं। तो 3 पॉइंट पे कट करने के लिए ये सर्किल ऐसे होना चाहिए। यस और नो? तभी यहां पे यू कैन सी देयर आर 3 पॉइंट्स एट विच इट इज कटिंग। वन पॉइंट, one is origin, and okay, in that case only we are getting 3 solutions, isn't it? और सर्कल की रेडियस क्या है, 1 है। तो सर्कल की रेडियस 1 है, तो पॉइंट है, ये डिस्टेंस क्योंकि 0 है, दिस इज 0 0, सो 0 0 फ्रॉम दिस पॉइंट टू द सेंटर, ये डिस्टेंस कितनी होनी चाहिए, 1। सो ये 1, इट मींस 1। सो द करेक्ट आंसर चॉइस इज ऑप्शन नंबर 2, that a is equal to 1. Is that clear to all of you now? Any doubt? और मैंने क्लास में कई बार बोला, जब भी ये क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करता हूं, हमेशा फाइंड आउट करो ए की वैल्यू क्या क्या पॉसिबल वैल्यूज है। ए की वैल्यू बहुत सारी पॉसिबिलिटीज हो सकती हैं, ठीक है ना? लाइक आई आस्क्ड यू सो मेनी टाइम्स कि ए की क्या क्या वैल्यू, ए की वैल्यू 0 सॉल्यूशंस के लिए ए की वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए, 2 वैल्यू क्या होनी चाहिए, ग्राफ सर्किल्स ऐसे बनेगा, 4 सॉल्यूशंस के लिए ऐसे बनेगा। Homework for rest of you who have not attended my class in the past. For what value of A, this equation will have, this set of equation will have 1 solutions, 2 solutions, 3 solutions, 4 solutions, 0 solutions. और देखो किस केस में पॉजिटिव ए की क्या पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज हो सकती है, क्या नेगेटिव वैल्यूज हो सकती है। दैट इज द होमवर्क फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू, एंड आई एम श्योर दैट यू ऑल कैन आइडेंटिफाई। इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस क्वेश्चन तो सारे केस कर लोगे। इनमें से कोई एक केस कैट में आ रखा है, कोई जेईईटी में आया हुआ है, कोई IFT में आया हुआ है, बट यस, डेफिनेटली अ वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। So should we move to the next question now? The last question for the day. Please tell me. Okay, so this is the last question for CAT 2007. Please try now. Last 30 seconds. Okay, time up. Anyone who can tell me the answer? Okay, so let's see now. Usually based on sequence and series, so ये easy होते हैं questions. Maybe at times slightly lengthy, but they're usually easy. So A1 is equal to 1, A2 equal to 2, A4 is 2, and so on. So here an plus 1. So I can say an plus 1. Each and every term is nothing but the square of previous term plus minus 1 upon an minus 1. ये पैटर्न है यहाँ पे. Okay. So each and every term in this series is equal to square of the previous term plus minus 1. But also important, it's a sequence of positive integers. And it's a unique sequence of positive integers. So let's see here. We already know what is the value of A1. So A1 is equal to 1, A2 is equal to 2. So I'll start with A3. So what is the value of A3 is equal to? A3 is equal to A2 square. So that is 2 square plus minus 1 upon A1, which is 1. So 2 square is 4. 4 plus 1, that is equal to 5, or 4 minus 1, 3. So there are either 5 or 3. There are two possibilities. Let's calculate A4. So A4 is equal to 5 square plus minus 1 by 1, or sorry, plus minus 1 by 2, or it can be equal to 3 square plus minus 1 by 2. So 5 square is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 by 2 is equal to 5, or 9 minus 1, 8 by 2, that is 4. Or 3 square is 9 plus 1, 10. 10, sorry, 5 square is 25 plus 1, 26 by 2, 13. I read it wrong. Okay. So 25 plus 1, 26 by 2 is 13. Or I can say 25 minus 1, 24 by 2, 12. Or 3 square 9 plus 1, 10 is 5. Or 3 square 9 minus 1, 8 by 2, that is 4. But the value of A4 is fixed. That is given here. A4 is equal to 12. That you need to remember. A4 is 12. So A is equal to 12. So it value. So A4 is equal to 12 under what condition? That is possible when A3 is equal to 5. Means A3 is equal to 5, then only A4 is equal to 12. So now we know equal to 1, A2 is equal to 2, A3 is definitely equal to 5, not 3, and A4 is equal to 12. We already have A4. On the basis of this only we can identify that what is the value of A3, Dhamini, whether it is equal to 5 or it is equal to 3. Okay. Now A5. A5 is equal to what? That is equal to 12 square plus minus 1 upon, that is 5. So 12 square is 144 plus 1, because 144 minus 1 is not a multiple of 5. So I'll say 144 plus 1 यहाँ पे चलेगा. तो 144. So what is equal to 29 upon 12. So what is 29 square? That is 841. So 841 minus 1 by 12. So that is equal to 840, or I can say 842 by 12. But it has to be an integer. So I think 840 by 12 will give me integer. 840 by 12, it is equal to 70. So 842 by 12 is not an integer. So now last one is A7. So A7 is equal to 7 square plus minus 1 by, okay, 29. So 70 square is equal to 4900. So that is 4900. So 4901 or 4901, or the second possibility is 4900 minus 1. So 4899. But I think I need to divide by 29. So when you divide 4901 by 9, it has to be an integer, so you'll get 169 only. So the correct answer is equal to 169. Okay. So any doubts to anyone? So that's all. So we have solved all the questions, and if you had observed here, usually the paper in the 2007 is on the tougher side. They are not easy. Hardly there is any question which you can say it's a very, very easy. No, बहुत कम ही question है. All right. Most of the questions are what I'll say. I'll put it in the category medium to difficult. But yes, there is no question which you can say that involves something which is completely out of blue, something which is new. कुछ नया concept ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. But हाँ, कोई भी ऐसा एक भी question नहीं है जो बहुत easy हो, और ऐसा एक भी question नहीं जो बहुत difficult. So most of the question are in the range medium to difficult category. No, आज DM की क्लास नहीं है दामिनी. आज तो DM की क्लास नहीं है ना, कल है. I have already said the schedule. Okay guys. Yes, स्नैप में सेक्शनल कट ऑफ होते हैं, डेफिनेटली होते हैं निकिता. डिपेंड करता है, हर साल वो चेंज करते रहते हैं. All right, guys. So, good night to all of you. See you all tomorrow, and please share the link with everyone, all of your friends and everyone, ताकि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग ये session attend कर पाए. In case there is a doubt, please ask me now. I'm still here. Okay, I have shared the schedule on the WhatsApp group. उस पे share किया था ना निकिता, देखो. It's there on the WhatsApp group. I shared it yesterday night. I think रात को 1 बजे share किया था. Probably. Check. Even on the YouTube post में भी. Yes, YouTube पे भी मैंने post किया. But I think मैंने share, okay, नहीं किया तो मैं share कर दूंगा फिर से. Alright. Not worry about that. Okay, guys. So, चलो. Good night to all of you. Okay, नहीं किया है शायद. Okay, WhatsApp पे share नहीं किया. मैं share कर देता हूँ आज थोड़ी देर में. Alright, guys.
Music